bulk of your work seems to be around retrieval augmented generation systems, RAG, as you say. Can you maybe, for a layman's person, explain a little bit of what that is and also why this is so important in the space of AI and machine learning specifically?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So if you look at the LLMs in general, right, like Gemini or any of the models out there, right, they are trained on a finite amount of data, right? And when you train them, you kind of freeze them in time, right? Now, in most of the cases, what happens is it's going to be trained on publicly available data, but for enterprises or businesses, usually the data is not exposed, right? So it's private data, right? So how do you leverage these LLMs, which are essentially chatbots that you can talk to, interact with, right? So retrieval augmented generation is a technique that you can bring in your private data and expose it to these systems, right? So rather than them being fixed in terms of the training time or checkpoint, now you're bringing in fresh data, right? So that's like one way of doing it, right? And I feel like it has a lot of applications in industry, right? Because it enables you to interact with your ever-changing data.
And at the same time, you can still use what those larger language models have been trained on and what they're good at, but give them the additional context of things from your private information, right?
Exactly, right. Exactly, right. So because when we train these models, these are extremely capable models, right? It's just the freshness of data and I would say like your business context. That is the most critical part, right? So the models have capabilities that you are leveraging on your own data, right? And that's why it makes it very powerful, right? So it's not just the model, the data itself, but leveraging the model capability with your data.